Hi, I'm Jennifer Glass, and I am the Director of Architecture and Historic Preservation here at James Madison's Montpelier. Today we're in the new library. This wing was built in 1809 by James Dinsmore, who was Madison's master builder. Dinsmore was Irish, and we talked a little bit about him in the video for the federal architecture in the front passage. But basically, Dinsmore was here after working with Thomas Jefferson at Monticello. And when Dinsmore came to Montpelier, he was in charge of all of the woodwork. So the windows, the chimney pieces, doors, flooring. He oversaw the construction of all of the new elements that were put in 1809, including this wing that we're standing in. There are actually a lot of letters that survive and Dinsmore's building account. So in his building accounts, he talks about things like the chimney pieces and how much he would charge to build those. He is also talking about in letters about this space in general. And we know that this space was going to be a library originally. And that's because in the letters from Dinsmore to Madison, Dinsmore talks about having enough space on the walls for bookcases and suggesting actually that Madison puts in the windows on the end wall. So if he ever decides to build a temple, which he actually does in 1810, that they would have a view of the temple from this room. Also in this room are the best floors in the house. So the floors in here Dinsmore calls clean laid floors, and that basically means that these floors are wall to wall. They are no knots, no flat grain, so they're very beautifully sawn wood. They're heart pine, and being clean laid, that means they're tongue and groove with blind nails, so you don't see any nails or fasteners in the flooring. And we also know this room had a carpet at one time. So part of the restoration of the house from 2003 to 2008, we looked at documents and the physical evidence, and we found in this room there are actually carpet tack evidence. So carpets were woven in strips and then nailed down in place. And so we actually have some of that tack evidence in this room. And this room will eventually have a carpet put in place. Also during the restoration, we did not restore or refinish the floors. So we just cleaned them very carefully, but we didn't sand them or put any finishes on top of them. And that's how it would have been in the Madison era. And that allows us to actually see things like the carpet tack evidence and also furniture placement. So when furniture is kind of moved around, you can kind of see the scuffs in the flooring. And it also leaves evidence for future historians. This room was used as a warming kitchen by the DuPonts, and so there were actually cabinets in here and different walls and partitions, and evidence of that remains on the floor. So in the future, historians can look at that and study this room a little bit